So today I wanted to talk about the 1957 The Incredible Shrinking Man, directed by Jack Arnold, written by Richard Allen Simmons and Richard Matheson, based off a book, The Shrinking Man. You may remember most of his works from the Twilight Zone TV series, and best known for his Nightmare at 20,000 Feet. This was actually requested by Corey B. Movie, Danny Nightmare, and Lulz over there at Horror Addicts Horror Movie Review channel. Go check out their channel. They're great people. It should be in the link in the description below. Check out their channel. It's amazing. Now back to the Incredible Shrinking Man review. Actually, it starts off off the coast of Cali, where Scott and his wife Louise are sunbathing on a vacation. Their vacation is interrupted by a strange cloud that passes over the boat, leaving Scott with a glittery, shiny tan on his skin. Does anybody see a Team Edward joke somewhere here? Half a year later, Scott and his doctor notice through x-rays that he's been getting smaller. Scott tells Louise, in light of his diagnosis, she is free to leave him. She promises to stand by him, but during the conversation, Scott's wedding ring falls off his finger. Scott becomes a public spectacle where he is mostly humiliated for his condition. He becomes frustrated and lashes out at Louise, so he draws to tears. During a moment of self-loathing, he runs out of the house and hits up the neighborhood coffee shop, where he meets and becomes friends with a person of similar stature. Her name is Clarice. She works at a local carnival sideshow in town, and she tells him that life is not all that bad being their size. Inspired by this, he begins to work on his book once again. Two weeks later, he soon realizes that modern medicine is powerless to help him. Scott soon shrinks small enough to fit in a dollhouse, where he becomes depressed and unrelentingly cruel to Louise. Louise accidentally lets Butch the cat inside. Scott is struck by Butch's claws, and he flees to the cellar, where he tries to hold the door closed, but Butch forces the door open, sending him soaring across the room into a box of rags. Louise returns to find the bloody clothes of Scott's, and Louise assumes that the cat has eaten him, and his death is announced. Meanwhile, struck in the cavernousness of the basement, he figures he won't be able to scale the stairs, but maybe make it out the window. He makes makeshift tools out of straight pins, and he notices a spider that attacks him every time he attempts to go for food. He finally sticks it to the spider and tries to make short work of him. He finally makes it to the windowsill, where he realizes the dangers that await him. He finally becomes a subatomic particle, where he is left with an epilogue and the credits roll. To God, there is no zero. I have no dislikes for this one. It's pretty much a classic sci-fi horror, and it's kind of hard to say anything really bad about it. The only thing I can say is that there was no other character detail, and maybe too philosophical for some, but that doesn't hinder the movie. And also the graphics are a little dated, but otherwise they were epic for their time during that time. And if you haven't seen it, go watch it, rent it, go buy it. Go buy the graphic novel. It's probably well worth it. What are you doing watching this review? I really like the narration of the movie. It's nice and refreshing, and to see it done quite well in this movie. Well, that's it for me rambling on about The Incredible Shrinking Man. Go check out the Horror Addicts Movie Review channel. They put a lot of effort into making their new content. They are hilarious reviews. Everyone have a great summer or winter if you're on the other side of the world. If you're watching someplace other than the Western Hemisphere, thanks for watching. Bye.